Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3 is to approve today's agenda.
Chairman, I'll move item 3.
Second. Motion and a second. Any questions or comments on today's agenda? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 3 carries. Item number 4 is to approve the April 9th, 2019 meeting minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 4.
I'll second it. Motion and a second on item number 4. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 4 carries. Item 5 is to approve drainage claims. We have returned in for drainage district number 69, Main Branch 1, Johnson Township, 3 blowouts turned in by 10 Linen. Drainage district number 194, Badger Township, section 35, we have a sinkhole turned in by Ben Kingle. Drainage district number 57, lateral 4, Newark Township, section 31, we have 2 sinkholes east of the ditch turned in by Ben Kingle. Drainage district number 90 West, Webster, 49 Right, Newark Township, section 24. We need to replace a 15-inch culvert turned in by Tom Hoyt. Drainage district number 79, Washington Township, section 26. We have a plug tile turned in by Ryan Michelson.
I'll make the motion to act on item number 5.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 5 carries. Item number 6 is to accept and place on file salary step increase for Joni Heffley, office manager, from $40,181 to $42,224, effective May 2nd, 2019, per Matt Cosgrove, Director of Webster County Conservation, in accordance with the Conservation Department salary schedule.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 6.
Second.
Motion and a second on item number 6. Do we have any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 6 carries. Item number 7 is to receive and place on file the hiring of Kendra Nelson, Administrative Assistant, WIC Outreach Worker, full-time, effective April 29, 2019, at the rate of $15 per hour, per recommendation of Carrie Prescott, Director, Webster County Public Health.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to move item 7.
I second.
We have a motion and a second on item number 7. Do we have any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 7 carries. Item number 8 is to receive and place on file County Recorder Report of fees collected.
Good morning, Lindsay Lafosweiler, Webster County Recorder. Just give a breakdown of the fees collected with the quarter ending March 31st of 2019. For our recording and surcharge and Xerox copy fees, we brought in $26,421.50. For our revenue stamps, transfer tax, hunting, fishing, boat, snowmobiles, and ATV licenses, brought in $12,526.56, and our vitals brought in $4,772, with a grand total and a check written to the Webster County Treasurer for $43,720.06. Any questions?
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 8.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The item carries. Item number 9 is to receive and place on file U.S. EPA letter asking for drainage districts to be specified and exempt from the rule.
Make the motion to act on item 9.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second.
Yeah, this is a letter that I was asked by EPA to forward to the United States Environmental Protection Agency. They're trying to change the WOTUS rules again. That's Waters of the United States. The supervisors are in charge of the drainage districts in Webster County. We have over 300 drainage districts, probably over 300,000 acres that we have to control over. It's our duty to maintain those to their original condition. And the WOTUS rule, the EPA wants to take back some of the charge of what goes on with those, and as you see, we just passed about 6 repairs that need to be done right away this spring. And if we have to go through the EPA to send those to the EPA and get their permission to do that, it's gonna take a while, it's gonna be costly. So we're just asking them that they exempt drainage districts from the rule. And here's what we're asking. We recommend that the proposed rule be amended to add specific definition for drainage ditch, and exempting them from the rule. This would be an addendum to the definitions of ditch and tributary. The suggested definition would be a man-made ditch constructed primarily for the purpose of conveying agricultural stormwater runoff and tile drainage, or a highly altered portion of the tributary are excluded, regardless of the flow regime. We also suggest that the rule should reinitiate that drainage tile is not considered a point source. And we had to have the comment period for this to the EPA was yesterday, so we emailed this yesterday to them, and we hope we can go look at that. Keep drainage district exempt from the rules rule.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on item number 9, a letter to the US EPA? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? The motion carries. Item number 10 is to receive and place on file the following annual manure management updates. Corner site at 2751 Fairbanks Avenue, Moreland. Hubbard site at 3429 Easter Avenue, Gowrie. Mary site at 2825 Hayes Avenue, Moreland.
Mr. Chairman, I'll go item 10.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on item number 10. Questions or comments?
On all 3 sites, they've made no changes to their measurement method.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 10 carries. Item 11 is to accept and place on file the resignation of Bob Stamberg, temporary.
Necessarily working 40 hours a week all the time, but he was there for snow removal and so forth, and up to last week, he was used to, haul rock or do other things, underbody blade or whatever in the truck, so. But basically from about the 20th, about the 15th of January to the 12th of April, he was available, and it was very helpful. He actually, the person was on extended leave, came back, and we had another individual that went on shorter term medical leave, so he was able to fill in and operate equipment and help with the road maintenance.
In the future, will we be able to, hire him back again and just go through the procedure again, or how's that work?
I believe so. I think that we'll work with human resources. We're trying to get maybe a small pool
Yeah.
of employees, and when we were checking employees, former employees that might be of interest, or that he was the only one that would at that time signed up. So we hope to have maybe 2 or 3 others available that we can call from if needed.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments on item number 11? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Item 11 carries. Item number 12 is to receive and place on file an 18-month pay increase to $24.59 per hour for Trevor Hitson, Class C equipment operator, effective April 16, 2019, per the recommendation of Randy Will, Webster County Engineer.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 12.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 12 carries. Item number 13 is to receive and place on file an 18-month pay increase to $23.87 per hour for Jacob Moore, Class A equipment operator, effective April 30th, 2019, per recommendation of Randy Will, Webster County Engineer.
Make a motion to act on item 13.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item number 13? Yes, sir?
I was wondering, is there any training for these fellows?
They, to a certain degree, yeah. They, for example,
There is or there isn't?
for Trevor Hitson, who he came to us, he worked for a manufacturing place, but he did have some, he worked for a farmer and did, so he did run equipment. And then we do some task training. He was primarily a motor grader operator out of Hartford shop, And so he is assigned a motor grader and a dump truck. So he does get some training from his coworkers and some task training on all the equipment. And we do have annually, we send newer employees to a motor grader operator training class. When it's available, it's a 2-day class, so 1 day classroom, 1 day in the field type of thing. And then Jacob Moore was an employee for the Fort Dodge Airport, who he did snow removal and other things. And so both employees, I guess my comments are both employees, came to us with some skills, knowledge, skills, and ability, and they are working here really well. One more time, Trevor's at Harcourt and Jacob is at Badger.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 13 carries. Item 14 is to approve and authorize chair to sign a permit from Northern Natural Gas to complete maintenance on their gas line along 290th Street between sections 6 and 7, Township 87 North, Range 27 West of Webster Township, and along 310th Street between sections 18 and 19, Township 87 North, Range 27 West of Yellow Township.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move item 14.
Second.
Motion and a second on item number 14. Questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Item 14 carries. Item number 15 is to approve and authorize the chair to sign a permit from Frontier Communications to extend fiber optic cable to 2109 Quail Avenue in section 34, Township 89 North, Range 28 West, in Cooper Township.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to move on 15.
Second.
Motion and a second on item number 15. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed? Item 15 carries. Thank you, Randy. It is now the citizens' opportunity to address the board with items not on the agenda. Yes, sir? Good morning.
Good morning. Well, that have taken up your time, I've been here complaining, and they still haven't done anything. It's over a month. The trucks go by hauling rock right past my place, right down that road. I went down there last night. It's 9 inches in some of the tracks. Car can't go through there. Our handicap van is 6 inches off the ground, so I'm really proud of our engineers here. They've proven a lot with what they know. The other thing is, they didn't say anything about teaching somebody to grade a gravel road.
I think part of the motor grader school does do that. The 2-day school they go to, I believe, does address gravel.
Okay, then, do any of you follow up on what kind of job they're doing?
After that, my understanding is, we went through this last year, is after they do the 2-day training, they job shadow another motor grader operator from a different department. They actually physically ride with them in the equipment, and then they do follow them in equipment, working with them.
Yes, and I talked to one of them that did that. The guy went back and didn't do it, what he taught. Nobody follows up, they don't care. How can the county, the road's closed, how can the county drive down that road with load of rock and back with the empties? Last Friday, I watched Nick go up the road at 2:30, so I thought, well, golly, surely he'll knock the ridges off. No, went right back to the shop. Something's wrong, and if people don't stand up to these people, then I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Your insurance company's gonna be called on a liability suit. And if that's what you want, just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
I will address, I can tell you they do care. I've had them out in numerous areas in the southern part of Webster. I will follow up with you on your road and your blade operator today, and I will make sure.
I'll be out there.
And
Okay, have you ever been up our road, Nick?
Not recently, not the past couple weeks, no.
Okay.
we will follow up with that personally.
Thank you.
Yep. Anything else for citizens' opportunity to address us? Board of Supervisor Committee reports.
I had a CBB meeting last Thursday, I believe, and we awarded some grants to a couple of events coming before Dodge, so that was a good thing.
I'm no committee reports this week.
I will be at a pretend town hall today at senior high, and tomorrow Supervisor Campbell and I will be at the National Council of Youth Leadership tomorrow afternoon at Iowa Central.
I have nothing.
Last week Supervisor Carlson and I were in DC. We had the opportunity to meet with all three of our representatives, EPA, USDA, and other committees and staff. Let's see how those follow up. And this week we have North Central Iowa Regional Solid Waste Agency, better known as landfill. Supervisor Conrad and I will be doing interviews. And we have the Beaver Creek Water Management Authority on Thursday in Perry. And a reminder, Lehigh election is April 30th. Ballots need to be in the office now for any absentee voting. Motion to allow claims.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to adjourn.
Make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are opposed. Adjourned.
Opposed.
Thank you.